Critically Chaotic is a rowdy Dungeons and Dragons podcast that consists of adult themes and humor. Content warnings for this episode can be found in the episode description as well as a link to transcripts. Rest, weary traveler, and enjoy.
In the last episode, the Vox Anima continued their treacherous adventure through the Thistles hideout, during which they fought some more bloody battles, gutted and beheaded several men, and raised concerns about the mental stability of several of the group members. Mogan returned just in time to witness Vay's newest mask go missing, and see the resulting argument between Jerome, Vay, and Snow. With rising tensions and growing suspicions, the Vox continues their journey, bracing themselves for whatever other surprises await them.
Give me a sec. Jerome kind of takes a deep breath in and exhales, and his posture straightens, and his face, normally pretty expressive, just assumes a very sort of neutral expression. All right.
Snow just nods.
You all go down the hallway, and to the left is another door that you can assume goes into the room with the dogs. And then down the other hallway and around the corner, you come to another set of stairs.
Politely ask Petal to can you please check out the north hallway for us so that we know whether or not it's safe to go that way?
Petal gives you kind of a hard look, like she's thinking, what are you doing asking me for anything? And she seems to consider for a minute before giving a huff with a bit of smoke coming through her nostrils, but then she does go north to look at the other room.
That's progress.
And then you send Elle to the south. So looking through your respective familiars' eyes, you're able to see that Elle carefully goes into the southern room, and it's a room that Elle has shown you before when you sent her down this path, and it has a few of the bandits that are playing cards together. They're just chatting. They're chatting, they're singing together loudly. They seem to be having a nice time and kind of causing a lot of noise, which may explain why they haven't heard the other things going on around here. And then Leaf, Petal slinks into the room to the north, and you are able to see through her eyes that it is a dining room of some kind, but there is nobody currently eating inside the dining room.
The south direction has those guys playing cards. They're literally right there. Do we want to, And then she does a little putting her finger to her lips and her hand across, her finger across her throat, showing kill them very quietly, or
Let's take him out.
Jerome in the weird mood. You go first.
The name's Jack, but okay.
So roll me stealth to just kind of peek around the corner.
24.
All right, you are very easily able to just peer around the corner and see in here. So they're just sitting all around the table. There's another table that would be in the way, and then couches. So for reference, you can stand on the couches. It will be half movement if you go across the couches, but you cannot stand on the table because that would be too much effort to get on top of. So the tables are blocks in your path. The sofa is half your movement.
I just want to immediately attack.
You can run up and get a surprise round.
I'm gonna run up on this guy, jump off the back of the couch, and plunge my rapier through the back of his spine.
Holy shit.
Roll an attack for me.
Does 16 hit?
Yes.
How does 15 damage do?
He was speaking with his pals, and then he wasn't.
On a scale from 1 to dead, how's he looking?
12.
What?
So, a small degree of not alive anymore? I'm going to use my cunning action to dash, try and get those two to kind of chase me.
Does anybody else attack during this surprise round?
So yeah, I think Mogan's gonna have to, because he's stupid. And he's just gonna hit this one, right in front of him. Natural 20.
Roll for double damage.
So my first one was 11. Second one is 6.
So you run in there, you have your great axe, and you just swing it around against this guy, and you just bash him into the chest with your blade as he goes flying back off his chair. And then he is no more.
All right, I guess with that beautiful show, Snow is also going to come in. I think she's just gonna try to throw her hand axe into the dude's head, honestly.
Make a ranged attack.
So that is a 17.
That hits.
He for 6 damage. Oh, sorry, 9 damage. 9 damage. Forgot to add my strength.
You throw your hand axe and it lands into his shoulder, which I think since you threw it as well, that's enough force that he would like fall back on his chair, and so he would be knocked prone. So he is knocked onto his back, but he is still alive.
I would like to go ahead in there and use my thwip on this guy.
Yeah, okay, so you would have advantage because he is prone.
Okay. Good thing I had advantage. That's a 19.
That hits.
1 point of damage, but I yank him 10 feet closer to me.
So do you yank him onto the table?
Yeah.
He looks extremely bloody.
Could I just run over with a dagger and just try and kill him?
Yeah?
Oh, I got a natural 20. I rolled a yeet.
Roll double damage.
6 plus 1, so 7.
Alright. So this guy is, like, unaware about what's happening. He kind of looks up at all of you and sees Vey appear in front of him, and then he sees nothing because Vey sinks her dagger into his skull.
We just decimated all 3 of these men before they even got the chance to notice us.
I'll just say as well, as soon as Snow sees that Vey murdered the final person, she like reaches over and just digs her hand axe out of his shoulder and wipes it off a little bit and puts it back in her belt.
Jesus fucking Christ!
How many hit points did that last dude have before I killed him?
He had 1.
The warlocks specialize in overkill, man.
I was gonna say that was dangerously close to murdering a corpse.
I like to imagine Vey she just looks up like so disgruntled, just walk up like so unimpressed, stands there and just like calmly just like puts it in. It's not like a full on like die, it's just like, oh, come on.
Do they still have the cards on the table?
Yes. It has some blood on it now.
Perfect. I want to take those.
Could I send L through the bottom left and the east and west rooms? Like if there's a crack under the doors, I will do that. While people are scrounging through their stuff.
So on the eastern door, Elle slips under, and it is the same stairwell that Elle had seen when going up the other stairs from before.
Back to the dining room.
Into the dining room you go. So this appears to be a dining area. There's a number of long tables, but everything is empty and it is cleaned up. It looks like a meal hasn't been eaten here yet today. To the north is an archway that is leading into the random storage room, which was one of the first rooms that you all found. And then to the west, there's a door that is currently cracked open, and there's a smell of food and the sound of humming coming from inside.
Can we send Ellen or peek inside, see what's up?
Can I peek in as well?
Yes. Roll stealth for peeking in.
28.
So you are peeking inside. So it's a kitchen. There is a main island in the center, and then some counter space and fires and pots for cooking along the outer edges. On one side of the kitchen is what appears to be the cook, who is currently preparing a meal, and is humming to herself as she is just kind of humming along, cooking, just doing her thing. Roll investigation for me as well.
17.
You are able to notice on one of the shelves that has a lot of plates and whatnot, there is a particularly fancy one, and you had seen on uh, the list when you had gotten it earlier that there is a plate that is one of the artifacts, and that looks like it might be it.
To stab or not to stab? That is the question.
If this is a service worker, I'd really rather not kill her.
Fine.
You are able to stealth inside, and should you attack, you have advantage.
I would like to knock her out.
Alright, non-lethal damage, roll to attack.
Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
15.
You are able to successfully knock her out. So I assume you hit her in the back of the head with your weapon, and then she kind of slumps forward. Do you stop her before she falls into her soup?
I don't really do much to stop her. I just make her fall on the floor instead of on the soup.
Shall we tie this one up?
Yeah.
You tie her up.
I would also like to frisk her for keys.
You search around on her person, but you only find a couple copper and a little notebook that has recipes written in it.
I'm gonna pocket both. And then plate.
You are easily able to get the plate now that you do not have to go sneaking around. I forgot. You do not find a ring of keys or anything, but you do find a singular key on her.
Ooh, gonna take that too?
Does the door to the north look like a pantry?
It looks like another one of the regular doors that the other ones are.
Perhaps we should continue on. I highly doubt that the cook has the key for the jail.
What's this door like?
So, going inside, you are met with a hallway. Immediately to the right, there is a walk-in pantry area. And then to the north, there is another closed door.
Can I attempt to open it?
Alright.
That is a 23.
You unlock it.
Mogan looks like he's ready to do the honors.
So, wait, what's wrong with the door? Is it locked or...
It was.
Oh, God.
You can just kick it open if you feel like it.
Moga's gonna kick the door open. Let's go.
So, you kick the door open, and you hear a loud meow as a cat scurries under the bed.
Oh, baby!
I do kind of feel bad we scared the cat.
Why is it always Mogan that has to hurt the animals? Stop.
You're the one that kicked the door in.
Kareus is going to try and check on the cat and make sure it's not hurt.
Alright, so while Kareus is trying to coo at the cat, roll animal handling, Kian. The rest of you can see around the room, and it is a bedroom. There are a bunch of books on a desk, as well as a half-written note. Otherwise, the room is pretty clean. The bed is made. There's a bit of a fishy smell, which you can assume is from the cat food that is in the cat bowl.
Can I investigate the desk with the book and note?
I will also be doing that, so I'll give advantage to that roll. Also have guidance, why not?
I got a nat 20 plus 3.
So you get down on all fours as you are holding out your hand to this cat, cooing, being very gentle, and the cat looks very freaked out with very puffed up fur, but slowly it creeps forward and kind of sniffs your hand and then nuzzles against your hand a bit.
Kareus is giving this kitty so many pets.
While you are giving this cat so many pets, you don't see it, but everybody else can see that Terry the bird, who is perched on your horns, is looking very kerfuffled.
Trouble in paradise already, huh? For my investigation, I rolled a 17 plus 4 plus 5, so 26.
You can see that just about all of the books are cookbooks. There's another journal that is full of recipes. The note that you find on the desk is a unfinished, what appears to be a love letter to somebody named Sarah.
I'm gonna jack all the cookbooks.
All of them?
The smallest one.
Roll me a d8.
7.
It is a book about the cooking delicacies of Sayaka.
That's scones!
Poisonous scones. Jack is no more.
legitimately. Seeing the cookbook for the scones. The kind of weird aura, the weirdness that Jerome's been acting up with kind of fades. He, like, relaxes a bit in posture. Oh, man. These are gonna make some good fucking scones. I'm so excited. I've never learned how to make a scone. I mean, I'll still do the spending the money on other people's scone thing. Good for the economy, you know? And they make some tasty-ass scones, but, now I'll be able to make my own. It'll be great. I want to see if there's anything in this room that the small key would be used for.
Roll investigation.
3.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing that can possibly fit this key.
That tracks. Moving on. Kareus, buddy, you good with the cat?
Huh? He was he was very absorbed in petting this cat. Oh, are we moving on?
Yeah, you gonna be good with the cat?
Yes. And he gently puts the cat down and gives her a few more head pets and then stands up.
As you guys are moving through this hallway past the cook's room, you come across some of the dead people that you killed before. Specifically, the one guy that ran away before Jerome ran after him and murdered him.
I wanna frisk his corpse.
Roll investigation.
I got 17.
All right, you look around on this guy, but you don't find any keys.
Hey, y'all mind if I go back and check the other folks for keys? Y'all can keep moving on if you feel like it, but, just save time.
Do you want at least one person with you so you're not on your own?
Yeah, it might be good to have a buddy. Who wants to tag along?
I'll come with you.
Dope. Everything will be okay, Leaf. Don't worry.
Why? Okay.
Bye. He hurries after Jerome.
So you're looking around at the 4 dead bodies in this room. And one of them, who you identify as one of the guys that was sleeping before, you find a ring of keys on him.
I want to continue back in the other room and make sure there was absolutely nothing else that we missed.
You look through, and you don't find anything of importance.
I'd say that was a good venture. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. I don't think we murdered anybody else. Did we murder anybody else around here?
I don't think so, no.
Perfect. Let's head back.
Did the rest of you wait for them to return before entering the room, or...?
Yeah, I mean, the doors are locked, so I feel like Snow figured that out and was just letting everyone know, yeah, there's no traps, but they're definitely locked.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back. I got keys. How many keys are on this key ring?
3.
3 keys? That's gonna take forever to figure out which one goes to this fucking door. I'm gonna just pick a lock. That is a 18.
You pick the lock.
There we go. Much faster than keys. I always say keys are just a bother. Pressing on. I would like to peek in.
Okay, roll stealth for peeking.
26.
So you are able to peek inside. You find that this appears to be some sort of office of some kind. There's like a main desk, and then there's a couple bookshelves. It's very nicely decorated. It's one of the fancier looking rooms out of everything. And there is a middle-aged woman that is sitting at the desk going through a couple books. And she does not notice you peeking in.
Does she look familiar?
No.
I'm gonna cautiously close the door behind me as I back out, and then sneak back a little bit, motioning for the others to, like, also sneak back a little bit. There's an office back there with a lady doing a bunch of paperwork, and I don't know what that's about, so.
Well, we should maybe knock her out again to look through their stuff to know maybe they have some paperwork in there that has information of what they've been up to.
We're also 6 heavily armed people. We could also just question her.
I mean, you never know what they have stashed away.
A well-prepared person is somebody who'll get the drop on you. You never want to give people time to react. I feel like I've been doing a lot of the stibbity-stabbity, knockety-backety. Anybody else want to take a go?
Because you're good at it.
I mean, I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind doing it if y'all are cool with it. Just like, sometimes other people want to give it a go with the stibby-stabby in the backety. You know?
I think I'm good on not doing the stippity stabbity.
Works for me. I'm gonna try and stealth into the room. 27.
You stealth on in.
I'm just gonna sneak attack her with my rapier and knock her gently on the back of the head. Not too gently, though. Still with force. But good enough to knock her out. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
How does 16 damage work?
She is sitting there reading a book, and then she is asleep on the desk.
Jerome makes sure that her head doesn't thunk too hard on the desk, and puts her book out from under her head.
Good job.
Thank you. I have something of an expertise in doing the sneaky sneak and the stibbity stabby in the backety. So, paperwork. That's not my thing. Ugh.
Can I investigate?
Yep.
I will assist and give guidance.
Dirty 20.
So you find 2 things of note. The first one is a book of old Sylvan writing and art, which cross-referencing with the list is one of the artifacts. So there are several journals that are written almost exclusively in Thieves' Cant. But I know that you have the thing to read all languages, so you're able to pick out kind of what it says. So you're able to pick it out fairly easily. It's a journal that is talking about some of the thieving escapades, and there is also, most recently with what she has written, was in the middle of writing, she's talking about some kind of event that is going to be happening in Anor, which is a city in Rusman. But whatever date she was going to write down, she had not quite written down before you knocked her out. So you're not sure what day it is, but there's going to be some kind of meeting there at one point.
Well, we can tie her up and question her after. I will try and tie her up. Snow, you're good with ropes. What was Jerome's specialty rope again? The old secure?
The old secure.
And I'll tie up the lady.
Can I investigate the desk?
Sure.
Probably not, but doesn't hurt to check. 16?
You don't find any secret compartments on this desk.
Did we already check to see if the lady we knocked out is holding anything?
We have. I don't think we frisked her yet. No.
I shall do that. That would be 19.
You are able to find some writing utensils, a little blank notebook, and some money. You find 13 gold.
And I kind of show everybody the notebook that I found, and does anyone need one of these? I already got one of my own.
Is there anything in it?
No. It's just a blank notebook.
I'll take it. I do a lot of writing.
While you guys were investigating, Snow realized Mogan was still out in the hallway and went out to check on him, make sure he was doing good. Alright, well, it was just, we just knocked out the lady in there, so there's another door where we're gonna continue in ahead. Wanna come? Let's go.
Can I take a look at the door? Is it unlocked?
Yes.
I would like to use my thieves' tools to lock the door.
What?
From the side that you're on?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I'm very confused as to why.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you lock it. You lock it real good.
Alright, Jerome fiddles with the handle a little bit. and just keeps trying to go at the door lock, and he's like, I can't get this one. It's fucking jammed. Mogan, buddy, you're big and strong. You think you could help me get it knocked in? I know you got those big old muscles. I think you could manage to knock it down pretty handily.
Yeah, I can give it another try. So yeah, he's just gonna get in front of the door, and he's gonna manhandle it.
Roll strength with advantage because it's a regular door.
It's gonna be a 24.
All right, so you grip this handle and you give everyone like a little confident grin, and then you just yank it and it breaks like where the door jamb meets the wall. It just like cracks the wood there, so it's like the main like lock part of the door is still in the wall, but you have like yanked the door open and it's just like splintered at the door handle area.
Kareus gives some claps.
Jerome gives raucous applause.
Snow just nods very appreciatively at the strength.
Now that's what I'm talking about. That's how you open a fucking door. Well done.
Is there somebody in the door that's going to attack us now?
There's nobody in the doorway.
Mogan's just gonna go in.
You head on in, and it leads into a hallway that goes to a back closet storage room type area. It is basically like, it's a small kind of walk-in closet almost type room, and on either side of the walls are just like shelves from ceiling to floor. And on these shelves, it is just completely lined with vials filled with liquids of all different colors. And all of them have labels on them, but they are labeled with just some quick symbols. It seems similar to Thieves' Camp, but it's not actually like a part of Thieves' Camp. So you can't read what they are actually labeled as.
Can we investigate to see if we can recognize any of the potions? Or roll Arcana?
You can try.
21.
Yeah, there's a couple that you can recognize as magical potions, but you don't know what they are.
Snow walks down the hallway back towards where Vey was, and she goes, Hey Vey, we've got some writing we can't read. Do you want to come give it a try?
Oh, yeah, sure. That is a natural 20.
Of course you get a fucking natural 20. Alright, I'm going to say that you still can't read, like, what it is, but you notice a pattern that refers to, like, beneficial vials versus, like, detrimental vials. So, like, things that do good stuff and things that do bad stuff.
Awesome. Vey's not super, if there's any that stand out to her in particular, then she'll grab them, but the rest of them I'll just be like, if you guys want any of them, then go ahead and grab them.
Yeah, I'll say that y'all can each get one vial if you would like to choose a random vial of your choice. Anybody that wants one, roll a d20. I'm basically gonna, like, in the DM one-on-ones, I'm gonna send y'all what number you say to me so that I can have an extra reference, and then I'm gonna write down what item you have, so y'all can know that you have a vial of a liquid, and I will know what it actually is, and then y'all can try to figure it out. Y'all can just randomly use it to just see how chaos happens if you use it, etc.
I want it to be known that I'm drinking my vial immediately.
Mogan's gonna kind of follow in that suit.
I have written down what all of y'all have. Jerome and Mogan, do y'all drink yours? Is that what you said?
Wait, what does mine look like?
Yeah, I can give y'all descriptions if you would want. So, lady, yours just looks like a clear liquid of some kind. It doesn't really have a tint to it. Alex, yours is a deep crimson red, and it's like viscous as you like turn it over in the vial.
Interesting.
Bean, yours is like a golden color that is very thick. Like when you turn it over in the vial, it just like slowly like moves like lava versus like actual liquid.
Cool.
Kian, yours is also a fairly clear liquid, but it has a greenish tint to it. Sayla, yours is like a very pretty pink color. Queen, it's also fairly clear, but it has a yellowish tint to it.
Yeah. He's just gonna down it.
Okay.
I want chaos.
Okay. Hang on, I don't know what happens when you consume this. Hang on.
Oh no!
Let me look
We have to,
around.
like, spare the dying him.
Okay, so that's the ingredients. Okay.
Oh no.
I'm
Lady,
scared.
is Jerome also drinking his?
Yes. I can wait
Okay.
until after Mogan is done, though.
I might want to do yours first.
Oh!
Oh no.
I'm concerned.
Delightful.
Okay. Yeah, let's do Jerome's first.
The laughter induces fear.
So Jerome, you uncap that vial, and I assume you say something like "cheers," and then you down it. So you drink it, and at first it tastes kind of sweet with almost like a bitter aftertaste. Like for the first second, and then it just tastes like nothing. And then you swallow it.
Interesting taste.
Cool, great,
And
fantastic.
so now
Love it.
there are two ingredients in this thing, and I looked at one of them and I just looked at the other one. Hang on. The effects you can take inspiration from. Okay, hang on, let me look at this. Hang on.
Man, I love that you gave us a bunch of vials of mystery potions.
I didn't
and
say y'all would
expected...
immediately drink it. Okay, Queen, I need you to roll a D100.
What?
I got a 75.
Okay. What? Okay. And then I also need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
What in the actual fuck is happening right now?
I'm going to explain exactly what you drank. Nobody's gonna know what characters are gonna know what you drank, but I will explain it to you players because I find it hilarious.
I got a 12.
Okay, here's what happens. So, what you just consumed, my dear Mogan, is something called Oil of Dragon's Bane. And the cool thing about this oil, is that you can coat a weapon in it, and it will basically like make the weapon super strong and cool. However, you drank it, and
Are you kidding?
an oil of Dragon's Bane is made from two ingredients, one of which is dragon's blood, and the other of which is a wyvern poison.
Holy shit!
So two things happen. First, you did not succeed on your saving throws, so you are going to take some poison damage. So let me just roll your 7d6 poison damage right now.
What?
What's your total hit points?
33.
Oh, you're fine. You only take 23 damage. So you take 23 damage immediately. And then that's what the wyvern's poison does. And what the dragon's blood does is that you basically get a wild magic that happens. So what wild magic is that you roll a D100 and something random happens that could be really cool or really, really terrible. And what happened to you is that you glow with golden bright light in a 30-foot radius for the next full minute, and your hair becomes gold, standing straight up like you're fucking Goku or something. And and any creature that is within 5 feet of you, which I think, even though the tokens aren't there, is kind of everyone.
I will say that specifically that Snow, when everyone started drinking the vials, immediately back to the entrance of the room because she was just like, this is gonna go badly.
Okay, then everyone except for Snow is now blinded for about a minute.
Can I go through Elle's eyes and see?
I think Elle was there on your shoulder. I think Elle's blinded too.
I'm the only one that can see!
I just crouch in the corner with like my eyes, like my hands over my eyes, just like, this is the worst moment of my life.
I am also covering my eyes, just like, okay!
Yeah, a minute passes agonizingly long, but it passes.
Do we know how long Mogan glows for?
Yeah, for a full minute. Yeah, you're good after a minute of agonizing pain.
Maybe we don't drink the vials, everybody.
Oh, it is too late for that.
Yeah, Mogan and Jerome, I'll allow you to take one more vial. If you consume this, you're not allowed to take anything else after, but it would be fun.
I'm gonna take another vial.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another vial too.
So it looks like a very simple brown liquid, like the kind of shade that like a Coca-Cola is.
What does Mogan's look like?
It looks like a clear, almost like whitish milky liquid that is glowing a soft cyan blue.
Can I sniff mine?
Smells like a forest after it rains.
Oh, I am drinking that vial.
Vey definitely, like, has a look about her that's like, you were judging me earlier, and look what you're doing now.
This is also not meant to be consumed. Roll a con save for me.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay, cool. Good. I mean, still not good, but good. Okay, so first, the first thing you notice immediately upon drinking this is that you taste nothing. It tastes like a liquid air. And then you hit the ground because you are unconscious. You are unconscious. You feel a deep pain in your gut that reminds you of the scone pain, and then you're unconscious.
Kareus would like to go check on him. Do I roll investigation to see if I can tell what the fuck's wrong, besides the fact that he drank 2 mysterious potions like an idiot?
Roll medicine, and that'll be like both for him and for the vial.
It's a 14?
You can't quite identify what was in the vial, but you can tell that he's currently poisoned.
Snow, do you have anything for poison?
I honestly don't think so.
Do we want to lug him out together? And there's literally just like 1 or 2 rooms left to look through.
Yeah, I'd like to finish the dungeon and then we can get out of here and actually get some sleep and food and stuff.
I guess I'm gonna try and carry Jerome.
Well, what do you think, Mogan? Would you be okay with carrying Jerome for us?
Gonna carry him. I got you guys.
Why don't we just take him with us over to this room and just leave him there and then go to the last room instead of going all the way outside?
I'm gonna stick with him. Just yell for me if you need backup.
So you all head into this room. This time the floor trap does not set off. It seems it was not properly reset after it had closed again. It appears to be a bedroom. There's like a very nice looking bed. There's a desk with some books on it. There is a bookshelf that has some other books and a couple of like very simple tapestries that are hung on the wall. And there is a bandit that is inside. She is a taller human woman that has black hair that like goes down to her shoulders. And she turns around as you all just walk right in. And she looks at each of you for like a split second as you all are coming in, and then her eyes look at they, and she says, they, what are you doing here? And they, you are able to recognize that this is Tamrain.
Yeah, it is. Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good.
I missed you.
I yeah, I miss you too. I thought that if you were gonna drop in, you would have maybe given a call or something. How'd you get in? Did one of the boys let you in, or?
Oh, these people that I'm with, they're very good at getting me in places, let's just say.
Is this your new crew, or?
I'd say so. Yeah, I've been rolling with them for a little bit. About 2-3 weeks now, I believe. And I'll look at everybody else, like, questioningly.
Snow just nods.
Is there anything that I can do for you? What brings you over?
Oh, we heard that there were a bunch of artifacts that went missing. And we were hired by somebody.
Oh, is this a conflict of interest thing? Ugh.
Kind of, yes.
Oh, so sorry.
Can I move
I'm so sorry.
over to where she is?
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh. And okay, the boys didn't let you in, did they? I'm gonna guess not.
They didn't. Yeah, most of them are dead. My friends are quite brutal, let me just say. There's two of them out there as well. One of them is already unconscious. The other one is just sort of keeping guard.
All right, all right. Well, okay, you let me have the last one. I'll let you have this one. It's only fair. I'm sorry. How many have you found?
We are missing one.
Listen, if you've killed most of my boys, I know that you're. I don't really want to fuck with. She like gestures to the rest of you in the room. I don't really want to fuck with all of you. And Faye, I know you're real powerful. I don't want to fuck with you either. So I'll give you the last artifact, okay? And then there's got to be no more bloodshed here, okay? Is that good? Is that good, Faye?
Yeah, sounds great. Where's everybody else? I assume that you would all stay together after, we all you parted ways with me.
Vay, you really were just like the glue, and after you left, we couldn't keep it together.
That's hard to hear, I really valued all of you, and just the way that I left was just so unpleasant.
It was, and I'm just we don't have to talk about that right now.
Are you sure? I feel like we have to catch up on a lot of things.
We should, but to be honest, it makes me a little unnerved knowing that you've killed probably most of the people that are in my home right now. So I would rather that we get a coffee another time, if that's cool with you.
I mean, it's fine with me. I'm not sure about my friends here. They're not really. I don't know. I'm seeing them in a different light right now. I'm not really. One of them literally, the one that's unconscious out there, literally just reamed into me for something I had no control over. I'm really just not having a good time. Maybe I could go with you.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Let me just show you to where the last artifact is.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I really don't want them like chasing after us and all of that.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you at all, Faye.
Where are the others? I'd love to see them again.
I haven't been in contact with them.
Oh, that's disappointing to hear.
I know. Selu misses you, I'm sure. So she goes on over, and there is another door, and she takes out a key and she unlocks it. It's just right in through here.
Cool. I will grab it, I guess. Would I be able to check the desk to see if there's anything else interesting on there?
You can roll investigation, but she probably wouldn't let you like stick around all that long because she's gesturing for you to get into the next room.
That is a 22.
You see like a series of like notes kind of scattered around on her desk. But most prominently, you see. I don't know if y'all remember, but there was a torn sketch that you found in one of the first rooms. You see what seems to be the other half of that sketch on the table. It is the face of a familiar woman to you.
Can I just swipe that as Vey without her noticing or something?
Roll stealth, or no, sleight of hand. Sorry, sleight of hand.
That's 7.
No, her passive perception would spot that, so she goes, Faye, can we not do the thieving thing right now, please? I'm doing you a favor.
It's just the top part of it, like I have the bottom. Can I just take this, please?
Sure, for old time's sake.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I guess I'll take the Sylvan book with the art. That's another artifact that I have. I'll put it on the desk as well, since they'll need that. I guess they can just take all the artifacts themselves.
Yeah, so you head on inside with her, and she gestures to one of the tables inside, one of the tables on the inside. So it seems that there are a few like random stolen goods that are in this room. It seems like it was like a locked back room that was behind one of the tapestries that she had revealed to you all. On the center, on one of the tables, there is a necklace stand that has a necklace on display. And she says, yeah, that should be the last one. That was the last of the 7. I always thought that it was just so beautiful, so I like to keep it in my personal collection away from everybody else.
Quick question. Did you see a mask around here?
Oh, yes, I did. That's mine.
Oh, really? Where did it go? Do you have it? Because I had it for a bit and then it disappeared.
I keep it on the wall towards our storage shed.
Interesting. I had it, but then, like, it was in my bag, but then it just was gone.
Well, it sounds like somebody stole it from you.
Probably that person that, like, kind of stabbed me in the back and questioned me in front of the whole rest of the group beforehand. Yeah, probably that person. But I couldn't see it in their stuff, which is weird. Probably stolen, but bygones be bygones, am I right? So am I grabbing the artifacts and bringing them to them? Is that...
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, and then we can get out of here. Does that sound good?
Sounds great. I will go over and I'll grab the artifact from the corner. Yeah, I'll have the book in the art book in my hand, and then I'll grab the necklace and head over, and I guess I'll give it to Mogan, who's in the room with us.
Do you want to give any goodbyes to your friends before we head on out, Bay?
I guess I'll look over to Mogan and I'll say, "You and I are more similar than I thought we were. You know, you're good at looking out for people's backs, and so am I. But seems like our paths diverge here." And I'll hand him the stuff, give him a pat on the shoulder, and I'll walk past him. And then I'll go over to Leaf. Does she follow me out?
She's kind of like lingering in the doorway.
Then I'll go over to Leaf. I'll be like, "I kind of wished I was able to get to know you more, you know? We have more in common, you know, since like our abilities are all the same and everything. But it seems like it wasn't meant to be. So you look out for Snow." And then I'll just walk past, go over to Snow. Snow.
Snow's just staring at her, completely neutral expression.
You reminded me of a lot of someone I used to know. I might have forced connection between us, and that might have put you in an awkward spot, but you know what? I ended up caring for you like a sister. But now I guess you need to leave the nest and do your own thing, go off on your own, you know? It's how families work. This is it.
Her eyes just harden and she has no expression on her face, and she just walks away.
So, I'll turn around. Where are we going?
Tamarine's gone.
Oh, she's probably in the office. I'll go back in here. Tamarine?
It's empty.
Oh, can I look around? Is there like a trap door somewhere? Or, like, did she hide?
So after looking around for a minute, pleasantly calling out for Tamarine, you're able to find a secret door.
Oh, she must have forgotten to bring me along. I'll go in. I will run off after her.
You run off after her, and you get to the end of the hallway, and it opens up into, like, it's a trapdoor that leads up to a ladder. Still no sign of Tamarine. And if you continue to climb it, it leads all the way back up to the surface.
I'll climb up.
You are back outside.
Cool. Do I see her?
Nope.
Can I do an investigation, like to see if I see her footprints anywhere or something?
Yeah.
That's a 14.
You're looking around, you catch a couple footprints, like, through the dirt a bit, but once you get into more of, like, the grassy bit of area, it kind of starts to fade, and you continue looking for, like, about a minute, maybe 2 minutes, when all of a sudden, you're no longer charmed anymore.
Fuck! No! Oh! Oh, okay. I'm going to send Elle back to where everybody else is.
Elle moves faster than Elle has moved in quite a long time. And just, like, zips back on down, darts through there, and arrives in the room and perches immediately onto Snow's shoulder.
Okay,
Meanwhile, hang on. Time was happening while you were gone. What's been happening in the room with Snow and the others?
First of all, while they were initially grabbing the necklace and were distracted, I searched the desk and managed to find Tamarine's journal, and I pocketed that just in case, and then assumed a completely neutral expression, and I've just been thinking and calculating.
Leaf had whispered to both of them to ask if they were okay. Bean said that Snow just didn't answer. I don't know what Mogan would say.
Mogan's gonna just sit silently, like, right?
Oh no!
He's gonna have a very, like, blank expression, like he's not gonna show this emotion.
Leaf would just kind of, like, pat his arm because he's really bad at comforting people.
So then it's about at that time that Elle comes rushing in and immediately perches on Snow's shoulder, snuggling against her and chirping in a very apologetic tone, I assume, Alex.
Yeah, probably more alarmed, like, probably the most grievous expression possible. Yeah, I'm so sorry, but, like, help.
The second Snow sees Elle, you see her visibly take a deep breath and turn around to everyone and just go, "We need to help her."
Okay, we're going after them then? Should I tell
We-
Kareus?
Honestly, someone needs to stay with Jerome. We need to go now. Something is wrong.
Mogan's gonna go pick up Jerome.
Snow doesn't even wait for the others and walks in. Can I see where the secret door was? Was I able to, like, see where they went out of?
Yeah, I feel like they would have just left the door open. There's not really a reason to, in a charmed state, to close the secret door.
By this time, I'm just taking off in the direction that she went, if I can do so.
So Snow is just going down that path and just trying to get as caught up as she can.
Alright, so everyone gets to the end, you get up the ladder, and you are now outside in a different area of the woods after having gone through the mountain in this underground bunker. And I think that Snow, at the very least, like, had gotten out there soon enough that you saw Vey a bit, like, in the distance because Vey had been, like, sprinting. So you're able to see, like, the glimpse of her white hair a ways down the path.
Okay, I would immediately start sprinting after her. I wouldn't even take a second to think about where everyone else is.
Leaf is following. All he knows is that something is wrong, and he's trusting Snow, and he's freaking out a little bit on the inside.
Okay. They roll a survival check to see if you can full sprint without falling over onto your face.
16.
Alright. And then, Snow, you also roll?
19.
I'll say that you gained a little bit on Vey. I think that if you roll higher than Vey, it'll take 3 total turns to completely catch up to her and, like, try and stop her from running. So you've gotten one of the 3, and then if Vey also falls on her face, you can catch up, like, immediately. You all can try to do something to try and stop Vey, like through magical means or whatnot, or you can keep doing the chasing sequence.
Can I yell to Snow? Are we trying to stop her? Or are we trying to catch up to her? Or what is happening?
If she even pauses to yell back, it would just keep running.
Alright, Vey, roll another survival. Vey and Snow.
That's an 11.
Oh my god, that's a 12.
One more round of higher and you will be able to catch up to Vey. One more time.
17.
19.
You catch up. You were Terminator running at Vey. You are now within, like, grabbing reach of Vey.
I'm not gonna grab her, I'm just following her. I'm sticking with her.
I feel like I would just spare her, like, a terrified glance in my eyes, just like,
And I would just have a pure, like, we got this, I'm with you, look.
Oh.
How long would y'all be running for?
As long as it takes. I don't care. I'm going after her.
Both of you roll me a constitution save, since you're full sprinting.
17 again.
19.
You run for like a solid 10 minutes, but you're still mortal, so you eventually just like run out of steam and like your legs are like jelly, so you just like fall over onto your hands and knees. Like you keep trying to move a bit, but like you're just too exhausted.
Are her tracks still here?
No, there were like no tracks. You were just running in the direction of like her vague footsteps.
Yeah, that's... Can I do another investigation check to see if I hear her anywhere?
Yes.
Though I assume she's disappeared into the shadows, fucking bitch. 14.
She has disappeared into the shadows.
God damn.
I start, like, pulling out the grass, like, pissed. Like, Vey is not having a good time. She is full on having, like, a temper tantrum. She doesn't lose composure like this, ever. She is not okay. It's not good.
Is everyone else still running behind us?
Yeah, I feel like they're still like a little bit off, so you get like a little bit of one-on-one time with Vey before everyone else catches up, since y'all were both just Terminator running the whole time.
Well, I was gonna say, the second that they start to get within eyesight, I'd put up a hand and like tell them to kind of wait back as well.
I start firing Eldritch Blast into a tree in anger and rage, just trying to let it out somehow, and she does not know how.
I let her kind of take a moment to just get every ounce of energy she possibly can out, and then when she stops, I just look down, panting very heavily because that was a really, really long run, and just be like, "Are you okay?"
No, of course I'm not fucking okay, that bitch! Ugh!
Physically, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, what can we do?
Nothing for now, she's gone. She specialized in the whole sneaking thing like Jerome did. Probably sulking through the fucking trees.
Okay, should we be worried? Should we get out of here?
We can head back. It might be useful to look through her stuff.
Okay, are you good to go back to everybody?
I'm fine. She full on like puts her mask back. She probably took it off when she was talking to Tamarind. She full on puts her mask back on to like hide her disheveled thing. Even though like everyone saw her already, she's just like putting it back on, being like, I need to deal with this later. Get our stuff back together. Whatever.
When she stands up from the ground, Snow just like briefly puts a hand on her back for just a second, just long enough to be like, hey, I'm here. And then kind of like really slowly jogs over to everyone else and just gives them a look like, do not mention this.
Critically Chaotic is a Dungeons & Dragons podcast brought to you by the following people. The DM is Xaan, who can be found as @Xandir on all platforms. They is played by Alex, who simply cannot be found. Snow is played by Bane, aka Alexa, who can be found in a variety of ways, but mainly @Alexandra_Jaden on Twitter. Kareus is played by Kian, who can be found as @LostFanboy on most platforms. Jerome is played by Lady, who writes, quote, "And that's all you get, you dirty gremlins." Mogan is played by Queen, who chooses not to be located at this time or ever. Leaf is played by Selah, also known as Strawberry online, who can be found as @_strawberrymilk on Twitter. The theme song is Melody by Emorie. If you would like to support Critically Chaotic, please consider leaving a 5-star review and following us on whatever podcast listening platform you are currently using. You can find us @CritChaoticPod on Twitter with no underscores, where we post updates and retweet fan content. For any other platform you would like to see us on, please look in the description. We will see you next week for the continuing adventures of Vox Anima. Have a great week, everyone.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good. I thought that you.
I what? And I'm gonna shoot Eldritch Blast at her.
What?
Never mind, I don't do that. Never mind.
What?
So you don't Eldritch Blast?
No, I don't. I don't.
Okay.